We are at Jose's Outpost, about to travel back in time, and this is episode 5 of my walkthrough of Code Vein. Today we're gonna knock out this dungeon, we're gonna knock out this dungeon, we're gonna knock out this whole area up here, and then we're gonna knock out the Sunken pylon if we have time. If you've been keeping up with these episodes, I'm using the rune blades right now. I will probably be switching pretty soon. I'm using Lou's blood code and the rune blades. Rune blades are a weapon that I didn't use at all in my original playthroughs of the game, but I mean, I would put them on occasionally. But with this playthrough, I decided, hey, let's try to play them, you know, for a while since they're the new weapon. Okay, so now we have our first fight. So I actually hate fighting these Revenant hunters. I think they're some of the harder enemies in the game. Not these specifically, but like some later ones. They just like do a really good job. They're mobile. They get in there. See, they're both focusing me, which is just annoying. But I should use some of my abilities. Like chain lightning right there could have been good. Yeah, if I had actually used abilities and paid attention. I'm just starting today, so rusty right now. Okay, so we already got all of the mistles in the previous video, so we're gonna be able to just easily teleport around. We got Jose's blood code, which is a really strong blood code. I just don't know how. I don't know if it's one that I'm gonna be using in this playthrough. You know, strength, mind, willpower. You know, maybe we got some rune blades that, there might be some rune blades that use strength and willpower. I'm pretty sure there is. Anyways, we're gonna head downstairs. And we're gonna... I didn't watch the cutscene, so I don't know what the mission is. I could have just teleported to a mistle. Okay. So I'm pretty sure nothing gets triggered in here. I'm pretty sure I just need to head out to the to the substation. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to teleport to the front of the substation. There is also a back entrance to the substation right here if you did want to go in the back. All it does is help you. You can basically skip the first like upstairs half of the dungeon, but there's a lot of loot up here to get, like quite a bit of loot out here to get. So you might as well just do the front too, in my opinion. The first time I did this place, I just went in the back just to like see, and then I ended up like doing a ton of backtracking. If I could get that second attack in before he got his first attack in, I would have been able to block that. I should probably go try to see if I can upgrade my weapons. I kick to the face. Punch, 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 punch. Lost broadsword. I have a million of those. That is like my most commonly dropped. Not on this playthrough, but on other saves of the game. Oh, I let my stamina go all the way out. Let's do a heavy attack on this guy. Boom, boom. Oh, my swords went over him. Like I did the kick and the swords like went over his head and behind him. That's wild. That's funny. Okay, so just heading upstairs. Let's see what we get. We get that Tender Crimson Stone 1. Good, good. Upgrade materials. I'll take that back and upgrade my rune blades pretty soon. I don't think there's anything over here. Because that's like the way we just came from. Okay, basically I'm just bullying these guys because I'm able to put them off balance pretty quickly. Now I know there's an underground entrance over here. I will get it and then I'll come back out. And there's a chest right there behind me. So if you come over here to the left, there are a couple there. So you can either go in the back entrance or you can go to like the back of this place, or you can just come right here. So right next to where this chest is on the left side of the substation, there's a little entrance to the underground. Umbral Shift is a pretty good defensive move. It's basically just a dodge roll that gives you It's dodge roll that gives you some good immunity frames, but it replaces your shield. And the thing about it is, if you don't have a light dodge roll, it's really good. If you're using a build that has a hard time generating iCore, but you need a lot of iCore, it can be kind of not that great. So if you had taken the back entrance to get in here, you would have actually, like, basically come in right here at this thing. I'll kind of go around out the back just to show you. So here is the back entrance, and it's just this one room with a couple little slimies. And there are quite a few little slimies. It can be a little dangerous in here if you let all 4 of them kind of circle around you. But slimies aren't that bad. Like, you just saw, like, one just jumped over me. Like, he didn't even do damage to me. He just jumped straight over me with his attack. So I found that their attacks are, like, pretty unreliable. So now I'm just going to go hit this mistle, and we're actually going to go back upstairs. So right here is the continuation of the dungeon if you just want to, like, go down and finish the dungeon. But we're going to go back upstairs to gather the rest of the items. So if you go this way, so from the mistle, if you just keep running past it and then you go left, you'll come to this entrance. This is another way to get to the underground from the top of the substation. So this is the back, like, further back entrance if you came in from the front. And this will just put us on a different side of the substation so we can get the items that are over here. And you can get over here from the top without coming downstairs. But it takes just a little bit of, running around and, doing some shenanigans. Some substation shenanigans, as I like to call them. Okay, so we got this dude chilling up here. Let's see if I can stun lock him. Yep. And I keep saying stun lock. I mean put him off balance. Okay, nothing too important up here. Progenitor's bloodstain. So just a synthesis material. And that guy wasn't very tough. Turf. Just looking around to see if there's anything else up here. I didn't take any notes about this place. I don't remember what all the purples up here were. I know the chest was up here. Oh, explodey. Ooh, I got out of there. Yeah, them explodey boys will get you. They'll get you. They're gonna get you. And then I'm pretty sure that's it up here. Ta-da. Just looking around. Yeah, I don't see anything else out here. And then there's a hole in the wall that you'll get to later. Okay, so now we're just going to head back downstairs. If I remember where downstairs is. Where is downstairs? Oh my god. This is where the sniper was. And then this is where I came up over here. Yeah, so it's over here. And then... No. There we go. Okay. I know where I'm going. I could have just also teleported to the mistle, which is a really great question of why I didn't teleport to the mistle. Okay, so we haven't updated our weapons at all, and we have a brand new mistle that we haven't gone past yet. So right now wouldn't it be a bad time to go and upgrade your weapons, which means if you're in the past, just, I guess if you don't know this yet, you can just fast travel to Bond to go back to the present. And you need to upgrade your weapons in the present. Now, eventually you will be able to travel back in time to a place where you can upgrade your weapons, but that is the free exploration. And anytime you're actually doing like the main story in the past, you won't be able to just like travel to Magmel whenever you want. And then of course you can always check Jadwiga to see if she has new weapons you want to use. I would love to be using this sword or these dual blades, but one of them's a pre-order bonus, and then one of them is like a deluxe edition thing. So I don't want to be using weapons that like not everybody is gonna have access to. So let's go and upgrade these rune blades, which I can't. Okay, Tender Crimson Sun 2. That's actually not very hard to get more of. I might already have the VIP card for that, and if I don't, we can go and buy it. But I also don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay, I do not have the customer card for the Crimson Stone 2. And you know what? I am not quite sure which minion sells it, so I'm not going to run around and try to figure it out. I am just going to travel back in time, and we're going to continue with the game. Sorry for the side segue that did nothing. We'll just use our haze like God intended, over leveling content. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind the fact. I don't mind the fact that you like over level in this game, because I still think a lot of the bosses are hard, even without that. Like, not a lot of the bosses, but there are some late game bosses that just like, the biggest challenge isn't like, oh, you have so much health or you do more damage to them. The big challenge is like, they have movesets that are just very difficult to not be on your back the whole time. You know? Throw out some chain lightnings. And there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So it's like some of the late game bosses, like especially the 5th hero, Tender Crimson Sun 2. I'm just on my back so much, and you know, of course you just got to get used to the movesets. But you know, the more over leveled you are and the more health pots you have, the less being over leveled matters. Got a purple item right here. We got pure platinum 3.
Stay focused.
Throw this out at that guy. Get a... Yeah. See, I was hoping by throwing... Oh shit, that guy's gonna explode. I should have let him explode. Okay, I love Jose as a partner. I'm not a big fan of her, how her story plays out. Like, I don't, yeah. Like, she's cool and all, but like, can I pick Holly? Like, is that, you know, if you know, you know, I don't know. So, but I guess Jose's a lot more like my actual wife, just like super aggressive and spunky. And just kind of tells you what she wants, and that's it. Which is great for not being confused in a relationship. So now we are just on the upper level where that hole was in the wall that I was pointing out earlier. And so before going up the elevator right there, make sure you come over into this room. And you are going to get your map goblin and an uncanny stone. Uncanny stone, the best item in the game. Or one of them. You can kind of peek outside. Hey, what's going on? Oh, so this is not the floor with the hole in the wall. So we still have to go up some more. I didn't realize the elevator barely took us up. Let's go up, up, up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Okay. And we'll have a couple enemies in here. They'll be behind these walls, though, so don't aggro too many of them. And with these rune blades, you're just kind of able to stagger, like unbalance so many things that you can just kind of get in there and beat their butts. Just looking around for items, which I don't know why I'm looking around. Like, I can just look at my mini map, and your mini map will tell you when there's an item. So Premier Cigar, I'm pretty sure for the Premier Cigar, it's a gift, but if you try to give it to Lavinia, she'll tell you to like go away. Like, she'll tell you, like, get away from me. Which I think is funny. Oh, try to use my throw daggers ability. I should get some, Ichor. I guess I could have done some backstabs and stuff. So, yeah, when I first came up here, I actually, like, climbed out here and went, like, all the way down there trying to see if there was, like, a corner around, you know? Because, like, in a lot of Souls games, you'll see, you know, you'll have that with you'll climb out on the ledge and stuff. But this Souls game isn't that complicated. So, didn't have to do any of that, but I did it anyway. And I was positive I was going to fall. We got a blue item right here, just a stall vaccine. In case you need to stall vaccine yourself. Yeah. Okay, I hate these ladies, but... Oh my god. Let's see if we can unbalance her. Yes, we can. Oh, but not for long. Okay. Throw my swords at her. I knew... Okay, it made it to her. I was worried that wasn't going to be far enough. Okay. Didn't get my ichor, but whatever. Okay, let's go back around and go the other way to get that chest. I need that chest. I want that chest. Chest. Oh, it's right by the stairs. Okay. So when you come up the stairs, there'll be a chest with a VK Longsword. All the VK weapons are really, like, you know, dependable weapons. I've seen them in a lot of builds from different people. I haven't really used them very much. I think I used the VK dual swords for a build because they have a really fast attack speed. So if you use them with Blade Dance, they can just hit real fast. Okay, let's use this haze I got real quick before we go in here. And we are ready to go in here. This boss is... Oh, this boss is not that hard of a boss. This is just like a generic enemy. Darkborn leader. Nothing too crazy. Let's throw on adrenaline. Get our defensive buff going. And that was an attack that was easily avoidable if you weren't getting too greedy. Oh, no, that's not going to be good. Okay, my daggers did land on him. Let's see, can I do a back attack on this guy? I'm not playing very well. Let me focus up a little bit. Come on, dude. If I die on this boss, I'll be really embarrassed. Okay. I should be able to, like, there we go. I was about to say I should be able to get a stagger off on him pretty soon because these rune blades do have a lot of stagger. Still got my adrenaline going. My defensive buff is still going good. And so this dude's pretty much dead. Oh, come on, rune blades. I wanted to get my rune blades off. Bloodthirst. Just get that try to get that passive damage off on him. But it's not working today, so we're just gonna get in there and hit him in the face. Passive damage. Oh, there we go. I could probably just spam chain lightning at him now to kill him. Okay, guy. There we go. And he just got staggered again. Just hit him with another chain lightning and he goes down, down, down.
Shall we return to base? I'd like...
Okay, so he was pretty easy to beat. Sadly, you don't really get anything from him. You got the VK Longsword from earlier, but you don't actually get any, I was about to say you don't get any items, but you do get this chest past him, and this is just as good as getting a drop from him. Ivy. Okay, I'll just throw this on so I can kind of show what it does. But this is another jail. This is like a really good close range jail, and then it's also like it's close, like, okay, let me show you. So that's a really good close range attack. You just tap it and they come up right in front of you. So it's a really good way of just kind of like stopping an enemy charging at you. And then you can hold it and you can kind of put the spikes wherever you want them to be, and it goes pretty far. Yeah, so that's how far it goes, which is pretty far. So it's got even more range on it than the Scorpion. My personal favorite is the Reaper, which I'm going to switch back to. But I like the Reaper. So now the mission is telling us to go back to the church. So we'll just teleport back there, but we are not going to stick around too long. I will just trigger the cutscenes, yada yada. And now
you had to sit through that set. You do remember.
We'll just trigger her next couple missions, and then we will head out and clear some more dungeons. Hello, welcome to my elevator ride. I am on a long elevator that is gonna take forever. Man, the music in this game could really kick in more often. Like, give me some background noise. Come on, what's going on? Okay, some more cool cutscenes that you can watch if you want to. And now you're going to... Okay, so now it's actually the water contamination mission, which takes place right here at the substation. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head right here. So we're going to go to the Western Gatehouse ruins. And now this gate's going to be opened up. And we're going to be able to go inside and clear this area.
I have a favor to ask.
So yeah, she'll tell you that like this building used to be important to her. And, you know, she asks you to help clear it out. So easy peasy. And this will also be a place you come later in a character side story. So you don't have to clear it right now. There's no like requirement to, but I like to clear all the stuff before I'm done with the map. So let's see if we get a stagger off on the guy in red. I keep saying stagger. People are just gonna have to deal with the fact that when I say stagger, I don't mean like a proper stagger. I don't want your eyeball, dude. Like, what's going on? Okay, there are a couple bayonet people up there on the ledge to the right, so you got to kind of be careful of getting shot while you're out here fighting. Where did he go? Oh, he dropped down on the ground. That seems dumb. Could have put adrenaline on to make that a little bit easier. Put my defensive buff on, which I'll do right before this next fight. But nothing too much out here. You got that one purple item over there. And then we'll get an item for clearing this place too. Get over here, you wolf. Ugly, mutated, I guess, pus wolf. Let's see if we can get, there we go. Ooh, should have just hit him with the chain lightning instead of trying to roll to him. Hellfire weapon salve, not bad if you want to use it. The weapon salves and all that are probably really good, and I never use them. In most Souls games, I end up very rarely using any consumables, which of course makes the game harder than it needs to be. But, you know, like even ammo in this game, like bayonets are strong for sure. A lot of people say they're like the strongest weapon and they're broken and stuff. I don't really agree with that. But anyways, this is like somebody Jose knows. So she's asking you to help put him at ease, I guess. Okay. Gonna get in there and do some punching. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, get some hits in. What's going on? Oh, bloodthirst, get out of there. What you doing? Why are you coming over here? Ooh, I didn't see that recovery coming so fast. Which is dumb of me because everything in this game recovers like the second they stagger. And I know I'm using the word stagger wrong again. You know, because it's like it's a technical term, you know. Got a couple hits in there and then went into my blood drain. Gonna hit her with that time slow. I'll hit her with another time slow. Okay, I didn't actually get the time slow off there, but I will get it off on the next one. Ah, damn it. I thought she was going to be staggered a little bit longer, and I wasted all my I-core. I say I thought she was going to be out of attack animation. But I can still, I can use my Reaper to time stop her. So right there, I was able to get the time stop off. Oh, she took all my health away as I got the time stop off. But anyways, we ended up beating her because Jose is the boss, and she rezzed me.
It can't be. I know.
Okay, so yeah, that's where she says her little thing. So there we got Valiant Heart, which is a Forma, reduces the stamina cost of dodging. Okay, I need to pay attention. There are stronger single target spells in the game. The reason I have Chain Lightning on right now is just because of the AoE. You know, so if a couple enemies come up on me, I can just hit them with that. Oh man, I did that like a chump. I just kind of face tank that. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Anyways, there's just a couple items around here to grab. So we got the Heart Remnant too. Those are always important. Well, you only need a couple of them for the whole game, or what? Depends on how many of the jails you want to level. Wow. I'm sorry to anybody watching this and trying to learn anything good, because I am doing a horrible job. In my head, I'm like, do the drain attack, and then I just don't execute it at all. Okay, so here we got our map goblin up on these stairs. So we went basically from where the boss was, we went around the elevator and came up these stairs. And we got the map goblin, and we also got another item, which is the Numbing Mark. So that puts the stun status effect on your weapon. So specifically swords. Or melee weapons, I should say. Gonna go grab this blue item, and then we're gonna go up that elevator. Going up the elevator is something, again, that you do later for a side character's mission. So if you want to wait to go up until then, that's fine. This is a long elevator ride, as usual. Like, what's fucking new?
Still operational.
Okay. Yeah, like, put some music in this game, Bandai Namco. Like, what is going on? The music never triggers. Anyways, I was thinking there might be something up here, but there's not something up here. But there's our final dungeon of the game, the Sunken Pylon right there. We only have one other area that hasn't been cleared, you know, cleared for this playthrough. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So this is called the Cliffside Ruins. And you'll see why it's called that very soon, because it's on a cliffside and it's in ruin. There is a difficult boss in here. It's one of those little like blood bead goblin looking things. It's got like a blood bead for a face, like the little cat blood bead. It's not... I should have leveled up some. Should have used my haze before I came up here. Okay. I'm going to go do that right now. Sorry for wasting your time. Okay, so I'm just going to get on the elevator to trigger it to go down, so it goes downstairs, and then I'm just going to teleport downstairs. So I don't have to wait for the elevator.
Never disappoint.
So, I should have also done that at that tower we were just at. Because now, next time I go to the tower, I'm going to have to wait for the elevator, which isn't a big deal, but it saves a little bit of time. Okay, so right there is the boss I was talking about, and you have to get through this boss to get to the next part of the game. And we might, or the next part of this dungeon. Like, this dungeon starts with the boss. So I'm not sure I'm actually high enough level to beat this thing right now. And these weapons, I don't have any idea about, but we're going to go in here and we're going to try. And I'll kind of talk it through. So it's the Forma engine Goliath. And basically, it should be pretty obvious, but you have to hit it when that thing's open. And if you hit it when it's open, it'll stun. So whenever it raises up like that, it's going to shoot fire underneath it, so you just got to back up. And then I got to just go back in right now because he's open, you know. But you'll get hit by that fire sometimes if you have to do that. Let me go ahead and put my adrenaline on. So I need to get out of there. Shit. That was going to be an AoE I wasn't paying attention to, but luckily I was able to stun him. So now he's going to do his little spinny thing, and that's kind of how he like gets across the map. He'll, you know, it's hard to avoid if he goes straight through you. But if you're too close to him right here, he'll start slamming. And basically he's trying to make some space. Like, he jumps back right there. He's trying to make space so he can open up, and now he's going to do the fire because I was too close. I thought I gave him enough time, but it's going to be the same thing. Right now he's going to open while he's in the fire, and now I'm just going to have to suck it up and get in there. But you see, I'm doing very little damage to him, so I'm thinking this build might not be it, or it might just be like I might be too low level to be trying to fight him right now, but we're just going to keep going. The only thing that worries me is running out of hills. So we'll just throw our swords in there. Oh, shit. And Get out of there. And if you're too close to him, he won't open up right away, so you gotta kind of back up sometimes. Okay, so I should be able to get some good damage off on him right here, and I'm gonna follow up with a time slow. And the thing about the time slow that's tricky is you need to time slow him while his face is open. So that becomes difficult. But it's gonna be my next attack when his face opens up. And right here. So we'll see if I can get it off, and there we go. Time slow while he's open. You don't get a ton of time this early on. You know, you get more later. But, shouldn't have gone in with that. And right here is really dangerous. This range is a really dangerous range when he opens up. Sometimes if you're right under him, he can hit you with some attacks. But if he opens up, it becomes hard for him to hit you with those attacks. So right here, what you want to do is you kind of want to back up, and because he won't do the fire if you back up enough real quick. And so now I just kind of got to get back in there. I don't have to stand in the fire. I could be more patient and like save my hills. So that's one of the attacks that can hit you if you're right under him, is the missiles. Shit. So now he's trying to make space so he can open up. Let him open up and then run in. So most of the attacks can't hit you if you're right underneath him, which is nice. But okay, he's frozen again. Or he's not frozen, but he's I'm out of stamina, motherfucker. I'm not doing a good job of paying attention to my stamina. So now he's gonna go across the map again. I'm gonna get fucking busted. Yeah. I guess I am high enough level to fight him right now. I'm gonna try to, okay, perfect. I was trying to make space so he could open up. And then, okay, cool. We're able to get like a little short stun off of him. And he's not gonna take a lot of damage while he's closed, but that does help build up that, you know, where he falls down. Fuck, I'm in a bad position. I started the attack and I was like, oh, this is not good. So I'm just trying to bust open his clamshell. And you can see we're doing a pretty good job right here of just busting him open repeatedly. But now I need to get out. And most importantly, I need to let my stamina charge back up. Okay, now he's gonna open. And that purple charging means he's about to do an AoE attack. But luckily, because we're able to kind of get in there right away and hit him, he's not able to get that AoE attack off. So I was worried about nothing with the whole, like, not being able to kill him at this level. I can definitely kill him. The question is just, will I get him this one, or will I not have enough hills? Will I get too greedy, I should say. Now try to hit him with a time slow ability. And he should be pretty much done, as long as I don't waste all my stamina and get murdered. Okay. This should be the end of it right here when he opens up next. We'll see if I can get in there and get enough hits on before he kills me. And he is dead. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Defensive order is also a really good skill. So defensive order obviously just like increases your defenses, but it lowers your attack power. So it's a pretty good defensive ability, honestly, if you're going for like that long haul tank build style gameplay. You know, which, more power to you, because I can't do that tank style gameplay. So anyways, I'm actually pretty surprised I was able to kill that guy with these weapons at this level. These are very slow weapons, and I do not have a good dodge roll, and there's just, my stamina is going away very quickly. You know, each one of my attacks does a decent amount of, a decent chunk to my stamina. So, and he really, those enemies really benefit from, or well, you benefit fighting those enemies from getting a lot of hits in quickly, because you can hit them, like get them to stagger a little bit more. And these things do a really good job of like pushing them off balance and stuff, so that was really good. They're just so slow. But anyways, now we can just explore the rest of this dungeon and we can go get the last Pathos. So this next little part annoys me a little bit. So you need to take out the dude with the glowy face first. They will turn you into stone if you don't take them out. That's what their little beam does. And then upstairs, there's a bigger version of him. I'm going to try to get a... I should buff myself. I was going to say I was going to try to get a back attack, which I did right there. But then I was like, wait, I don't need any Ichor. I'm maxed out on it. So what am I going to do? But that wasn't too bad. Pure Platinum 3. And there is also an item right underneath here, if I'm not mistaken. There's also... I think this guy explodes when you kill him. Yep. And I'm going to get hit by it. It's this slow dodge roll. This is the medium dodge roll. Uncanny Stones, always fucking incredible to get. They're the best. They upgrade your weapon shop. And gotta love new weapons. Okay. I'm pretty sure this guy has more enemy. Yeah, there we go. There's another guy behind him. It's like, I'm pretty sure he's not alone. And I'm pretty sure there's a big guy after this too. Like a chunky boy. But I could be mistaken. Yeah, no, I was right. There's a chunky boy, yeah. So this chunky boy can also stun you. Or he can turn you to stone. So yeah, don't stand in front of him as much as you can. But, you know, it's just kind of like the nature of the beast fighting this guy that he's just going to face, you know, as you turn away from him, he's going to face towards you. And, it's hard to kind of see his moveset when I'm, oh, it's not stone, it's toxic venom. My bad. And Toxic Venom does damage over time, which a lot of them do, but it does damage over time only to your health. So you can see it's skipping my LP completely. Your LP being the blue health bar that you have that you know, technically comes from your partner, but it's really just like a blue health bar. Okay, now we are pretty much out of this dungeon. Golden door to open up. And now you are on that upper plateau I was talking about. So now we're on this upper plateau. There's a hot springs right here we're going to hit. And then we're going to get this Pathos right here. And then we'll grab a Mistle that's up in here. So there's a couple items spread throughout these buildings and stuff. I'm not going to go out of my way for like that blue item over there. But we will grab the purples. First, we're going to go hit up the hot springs, which is just right here to your right. And this is another character side story. You will come to these hot springs later if you want to just do it later. But got a nice view of the city. Every time I get in the hot springs, I want to talk about like, oh, other people have done like a lot of photo mode stuff. And I'm like, I haven't done any photo mode stuff, so I don't know. Okay, we got a purple in this first building by the hot springs, which is an uncanny stone, so critical pickup. And now I'm going to sweep, I'm just going to basically sweep the island around going clockwise. Clockwise? I think this is clockwise. So there's a little ledge over here to grab something on. Oh, there it is over there. Where those couple of enemies are. I'm running right past this blue, so I might as well grab it. But it is not critical to grab if you don't want to. And now we are heading into a bunch of fucking enemies. But I should be able to put a lot of them off balance, yeah. Like, this dude hasn't even had a chance to put his shield up yet, so we're good. And then I'm pretty sure this is an explodey boy, yeah. So I can just let him kind of kill himself. And take out Jose. Here's a pretty cool part where you could jump down and fly if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. Okay, so let's check out what's inside this crumbling building right here. Nothing. And now we got a purple right there, but we also have a Mistle coming up on our left. So let's go grab the Mistle and then we'll clear out that building right there. So there's a little land bridge right here you can take. And it goes into this cave. And this cave looks creepy at first. I was positive something was going to kill me if I went into this puddle. I was like positive it was going to happen. And there are things later that this is kind of reminiscent of. And this is a cultist cave. And so it is important to like know the cultist stuff. The cultists are the people who like summon the monkeys. So if you've seen like a group of people praying and then you go up to them and a monkey appears, they're the people summoning the monkeys. And what's really cool about them is the lore behind it is actually right here on the Pathos. And basically there was a doctor who like saved a lot of people during the resurgence and stuff and like took care of them, and they built a cult around her. So that's pretty cool. And if you ever want to know any of the lore like that, you can read the Pathoses. And the Pathoses are really fun, like lore things. Each Pathos talks about the person the Pathos is for, so each one's like an individual thing. So you're not gonna have like two Pathoses for the same person. So each one has its own like little self-contained lore. Tells you a little. Some of them are kind of related to the main story. We'll talk about main story stuff. Some of them not at all. Some of them are set during like the medieval age. Okay, so this fight in here is a pain in the butt and you get nothing for it. So right here you got all these people praying and it's a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around them. Now, I snuck last time. Let's see if sneaking matters. So running around them, you'll come up to this chest. Will they see me right here is the question. Nope. So you get the chest and you get the Jade curved blades. These are really good. These are really good dual blades. Okay, I think they just saw me. Yes, sir. So one of them is about to turn into a monkey. Let's get on out of here. Let's get on out of here. I'm not fighting these guys. I don't want to. If this guy chases me anymore, I guess I can fight this one guy. Okay, no, he's not. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to run around the right side of the church, and there's a ladder to climb up. And I ran around the left side of the church the first time and gave up like halfway around. I was like, okay, there's nothing here. And then I went inside the church and fought everything. And then I still couldn't find the Pathos. And I was like, well, and then I went to the right. I was like, oh, fucking ladder. If I had a really solid build together, I'd definitely fight the monkey and stuff. But right now, I'm still filling out rune blades. They're not my favorite weapon, but I'm loving them for like ad clear. Like they just put everything off balance so it can't touch you. Okay, so right here is the final Pathos of this region. And I did wait a bit to get this Pathos because you have to fight that boss to get up here. So this Pathos is basically wasted for this region because I'm only going to be able to use it in one dungeon. You know, so it's not wasted. I still get to use it, but it's not as useful as it would have been if I got in it earlier, you know? So now we're just going to loop around. I'm pretty sure there is a purple up here. Yes, sir, there is. Okay. And it was a good purple Tinder Lightstone. Very nice. Even though I already have the Tinder Lightstone certificate to buy all those. Hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Zip-a-zip-a-zow. And we just got one more little building to check out up here. So that building right there in front of me, we'll hit this water tower, then we'll check that building out. I'm pretty sure there's a big boy inside that building and a purple. But if not, we are good to go. So big boy's right there, and there is a purple. And so this big boy's got two dogs with him. And I need to move. I could have saved that hill right there. I definitely did not need to heal. Should buff myself. I don't know why this guy's acting like this, but... yeah, he was acting real weird. He was not aggressive at all. Okay, so here's the last purple up here. So we got some pure platinum. So now what we're going to do is we are going to teleport to the final dungeon. And right now we are sitting at 44 minutes. So that is going to be... oof. That's going to be the end of this episode. It just has to be. 44 minutes is such a long time. But in the next episode, we are going to ride straight down this road, and we're going to go knock out the Sunken Pylon, and since we have time, we'll kill Jose's cocoon. Okay, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.